Uh, Good morning to everyone. In this video, I am going to explain about Prim's algorithm to find out the shortest route. Previously, we discussed about Dijkstra-Kruskal's. Now we are going to discuss about Prim's algorithm to find out the shortest route from the source to destination. So here, how Prim's algorithm is entirely different from Prim's as well as Kruskal means. In case of Prim's algorithm, when we are find out the shortest route from the source to destination, it should not have a cycle. Cycle means starting at one place, visiting all other vertices of a given graph, at last reaching the same starting position. Then it will form like a cycle. So Prim's algorithm should not have a cycle when we find out the shortest route. So for this, I'll explain the coding now. So first, I'm using the Java utility scanner. Then the name of the class is Prims. I'm getting the graph because at last when we find out the shortest route, it should not have any cycle. So I'm getting the graph and source, destination, and the distance between source and destination. Then based on these values, the next function is used to create a graph. So first, for creating a graph, I must need a vertices. So I have to specify how many number of vertices is required to generate a graph. Then according to that, adjacency matrix need to be created. When we create an adjacency matrix, it should be set of rows and columns. So for that, I am using two different for loop. So by using the values, next I am creating the graph. Based on the adjacency matrix, a graph will be generated. Then arbitrary vertex. Arbitrary vertex means that is the source vertex. In a given graph, we can identify any one of the vertex as an arbitrary vertex. So from that, we have to identify the shortest route. So for that, I'm initializing the work to identify the shortest route. So d of I will be assigned to source of the graph, and it will be assigned for p of I. In each and every time whenever the loop is executed, it will get the value of all other vertices of the given graph. Then minimum spanning tree. MST stands for minimum spanning tree. The minimum spanning tree should not have any cycle. So for this purpose, as we have got a graph as an input, that is adjacency matrix as an input, it has certain set of rows and columns. So two different for loop we have to use. Then in each and every time we have to check it out the destination, whether it reaches the minimum value from the source or not. So if it is reaches the minimum value, then the minimum value will be assigned for the destination. Then the total path traveling from source to destination will be computed by sum. Adding all those values. So sum plus is equal to graph of u comma p of u. So which means that sum equal to sum plus graph of those value will be added. So at last we will have the final result. So the final result need to be displayed here with the help of some variable. Then under the main function, we have to call prim function create graph. Create graph is used to generate a graph, and initialize means at what position, which vertex we have to start the to identify the minimum cost to reach the destination. MST stands for minimum spanning tree. Then at last all the value will be printed. So here I have taken the vertices are 6. For the 6 vertex, 6 by 6 adjacency matrix have been created. So arbitrary vertex I have chosen 1. From 2 to 1, 0 to 1, 5 to 1, 4 to 1, 3 to 1, every shortest route will be computed. 2 to 1, 0 to 1, 5 to 1, 4 to 5, 3 to 5. Shortest route will be computed. Then the cost will be sum up all those things, we will get the results. So this is all about Prim's algorithm. Now I'll execute the code. Number of vertices, I am giving 3. Adjacency matrix I am going to give. Here also I should not give self loop graph, that is if I give the diagonal value by any numerical value except 0, then there will be a self loop. To avoid such a thing, I have to give 0 as the diagonal value. So 0, 1, 2, 2, 0, 1, 1, 2, 0. So enter the arbitrary vertex. I am giving arbitrary vertex as 1. So now the cost of the spanning tree will be computed as 4. So this is all about Prim's algorithm. Thank you.